hello, YouTube. I am Goddess B, and today we're going to be talking about kidney strain. This is a requested video from one of my supporters. The title is The Desire to Help versus the Need to Heal, the emotional roots of kidney strain. Everything that happens in the physical reality stems from spiritual. I'm going to say that again. Everything that happens here in the physical reality, 3D, it must come forward spiritual first before it manifests into this realm. And so with that being said, we have people in the physical reality that have kidney dis-ease. Kidney dis-ease. And in this video, we're going to talk about the pain points. Like, what are you feeling when you're having this dis-ease? We're going to talk about the feminine and masculine principles of the kidney dis-ease. We're also going to talk about the emotional world of kidney disease. The reason why we're talking about these things is so you could really fine tune and understand what these kidneys are really trying to tell you, because they're speaking to you. The cells of your body are alive. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. They're speaking to you, but are you listening? Or you just ignoring them? Or you listening to the man with the white coat? You will want to listen to your own kidneys because they're talking to you. Right? So we're going to jump in this video, and I want to tell you before I even begin to share with you what I want you to know in this video, that I've already talked about the kidneys many times. I have so many things that you can do in the physical reality to reverse kidney disease. If you go to my website, which is linked in this description on the YouTube channel, saltoftheearthpub.org, when you are there, if you would scroll down underneath my courses, I have a course entitled The Spiritual Reason Why People Are Sick. And that course inside of my courses is going to be the 6th yellow tab. Underneath the word courses is going to be the number 6 yellow tab. It's called The Spiritual Reason Why People Are Sick. And in an effort for you to understand why you are sick, you need to understand your chakra pools of energy. And so you need to choose the chakra pool of energy that correlates with that kidney dis-ease and disharmony. So I also have the Wokest F Blood Type Connection course. That's going to give you your meal plans, your weight loss cheat codes based upon your blood type. That's going to tell you in the physical reality where your trauma is, because emotionally, we're going to talk about it. There is emotional trauma that leads to kidney disease. It happened emotionally in the spiritual realm, and then it caused dis-ease in them kidneys. So in the Wokest F Blood Type Connection course, you'll find out your trauma, you'll find out your personality, your best jobs to release stress in fatigue and cortisol levels in the physical reality on the kidneys. Because if you stressed out spiritually, it gotta show up physically in them kidneys. Okay? Last but not least, if you would join the inner circle on Sunday where I teach esoteric knowledge, there too, you will help to alleviate kidneys, because as we talk, you'll be able to better understand that the kidneys are internal balancers of your emotions. So let's get it. Before we talk about the emotions, the pain points, shoulders. Anybody know some pain points for kidney disease? Anybody know somebody with kidney disease? Shoulders. Shoulders. One being weaker than the other. Maybe that's because the right kidney or the left kidney is bothering you. Shoulders. Upper thigh, like in the growing area. A pull. This is a sign of kidney dis-ease. Kidney dis-ease and disharmony. Hey, Donna, thank you for being here. Of course, in the kidney region in your lower back, right? Back issues. Almost like something is like a sponge is being squeezed on one of the kidneys. There's another sign in the arch of the feet. In the arch of the feet, a lot of people, before they end up on dialysis or whatever, they complain about the bottom of their feet hurting them. So we went over shoulders, lower back, upper thighs, the arch of the feet. Anybody have any other pain points? Okay, let's get it. Let's move on. Hey, Chosen, thank you for being here. Hey, Butterfly, I see you. So what I want you to know about the kidneys is that they are the filters of life. Remember that, the filters of life. So in life, we know these things, like on earth as is in heaven, as above, so below, as within, so without. So if these here these two kidneys are the filters of life, that means they have two of them, two sides, because life in the 3D have two sides, right? We got yin and we got yang, we got white and we got black, we have left and we got right? Two sides. So on the inside, the kidney doing something, and then on the outside, it's doing something too. Anybody have an idea what the kidney is doing for you on the inside? Anybody? Nobody don't know what the kidney is doing? Nobody don't care what the kidney is doing? Inside, where that herbalist at? What the herbalist at? What the kidney is doing on the inside, Miss Herbalist? Anybody know? I'll wait for it. I know one conscious person got to know what the kidney's doing. Nobody know what the kidney's doing? There we go. On the inside, there we go. On the inside, the kidneys are filtering blood. Right? We're going to keep it short and simple there. Filtering the blood. So inside the blood, it might be toxic blood, right? So we're gonna put the word toxic here because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that word. We're gonna put it right down here. So it's filtering that toxic blood on the inside. So if it's filtering the toxic blood on the inside, and this here is going to represent the physical, because this has to do with your body. This is going to have to do with your physical. So as within, so without, on earth as it is in heaven. So they have to be a spiritual side. Something spiritually is happening too. Anybody know what them kidneys doing in the spirit? What's happening in the spirit that makes them kidneys function in the way that they are? Maybe that's a better question. What's happening in the spirit that's making the kidneys function, filter or not filter? Anybody know? What happens in the spirit? What we do in the spirit? The kidneys in the spirit, God's life, filtering toxins. In the spirit, they're filtering emotional. That's the emotional world. So, in the spirit, the part that you don't see the kidneys doing, a filtering is still taking place, but it's an emotional toxic filter process that's going on. All right, because we have emotional toxins. You know, we're energy and motion. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is your yin yang as it pertains to the polarity of your kidney. And the inside is taking care of the blood. But before it got to taking care of your blood, you had an emotion, boo. Since you energy, frequency, and vibration, and your emotions needed to be filtered. And sometimes in the physical reality, you want to suck stuff up, and you don't want to filter out your emotions. You want to smoke your reefer, and you don't want to do nothing to face yourself. You want to stay on a high. You want to drink. You want this, and that, and the third. You want to be an overachiever, right? And there to the root, kidney strain, emotional root of kidney strain, to the root, there's an issue there in your emotions, your energy in motion to the root. Yeah, they're chaotic. Your energy in motion to the root, yeah, they kind of toxic. They kind of toxic. Hey, thank you for being here. And so there's an emotional pattern here. Hey, I stepped away, be right back, but okay, you can hear me? Y'all can hear me now? So there's an emotional pattern, y'all can hear me on YouTube, that's going on with these kidneys based upon your energy emotion, based upon your thoughts, Tut. Yes, you can hear me over there? Yes? Y'all hear me over there? Okay, Kat said I can hear you. Okay, good. So here are some reasons why your kidneys in the physical might not be doing too well filtering. I'm going to give you some reasons. But the how is going to be up to you getting the course on why you're sick so you can figure out how to cleanse these kidneys. How you gonna cleanse them? So you got that part? I can erase this part. I'm about to erase emotional toxins. And the physical is the blood. You got it? I'm erasing. Okay, so that's the job of the kidneys, the filter of life. So this is the job of you being emotionally out of balance. This is what you did to get your butt into kidney dis-ease and disharmony. I don't care what your doctor say. He wrote down that your grandma had kidney issues and all that. No, your grandma ain't in this body. Okay? You know how they say, oh, you know, but everybody had it in the family. Nah, tut. This is your disease. Can't blame grandma for this here. This is your thoughts. This is your cause, right? This is what you was doing. Over extending yourself. Number one, over helping others. Because keep in mind, this is like the kidneys having two of them. It's like a scale. Like, right? Two of them. A female version and a male version. And I'm going to share with you what the female and the male version do. You have two of them. So when you help somebody, you done tilt the scale. And that caused a burden on one of the other kidneys. Ouch, that was me. All right, butterfly? All right? That was me. You want to help every darn body. Oh, this is going to be a lot of y'all. This is going to be a lot of y'all. The chronic, is it indecision? Is that how you say it? Indecision? You know what I mean? Not the inability to make a daggone decision. Well, what you think? I don't know. I don't know and it take you hours and hours. I don't know. It's just two daggone choices. But I don't know. Let me call so and so. I don't know. Anybody? You ever met somebody like that, or I'm talking to nobody today? I don't know. You can't make a decision. Remember, these are scales, like, right? These are scales. You can't make a decision. The scale's out of balance. Think about it like that. Evolving. Oh my God, evolving. That's you too. Right? You got to think about it as a scale. Scale's supposed to be balanced. Right? There's going to be a lot of y'all feeling injustice. Remember, I told you the kidneys are two. They're supposed to be balanced. Justice and order. Like the judge, you know, the scales represent the courthouse, right? The system. The kidneys. Out of balance. You on my toes and my kidneys. Oh, I'm on your toes. This is me and I hate it. All right, Tiffany. Tiffany being accountable. Yeah. Kidney. And you feel it. Because your body talking to you. Our body always talking to us. Right? All right. Another one. Now this here one, something you picked up from somebody else, but this one here is kind of really rare because you most often than not will brush stuff that belongs to other people off of us. But if we really love them and we're tied to them, right? I'm gonna call it inherited emotional baggage, right? So this is you picking up bull crap that don't even belong to you. Like maybe your partner going through something on the job and you worry. That's affecting your balance, your emotional world, right? Injustice. So that emotional weight that's coming from that partner, now you done allow that to affect your reality, your emotional world. Or let's say you and a partner split up and you got a divorce and they got the house and you got the dog, right? It's not fair. It's not fair. So this is in an emotional realm. In the spiritual realm, you walk around. It's not fair. Life is not fair. All the while you're doing that, your kidneys is just like they hurt you every time you think that. And you don't even know it's talking to you. You don't even know it's talking to you. I love it. Right? Your kidney is talking to you. So when you feel this type of energy, this messes with your frequency, right? Feeling neglect in the spiritual. You just neglected. You're neglected. Your emotions are showing you that you feel injustice. No, you can't make a sound decision. You're helping everybody. You're out of balance, Tut. That's the root cause of your kidney disease right there, Tut. Now it's time for you to do something about that. Because you didn't come here to be all things to all people. Right? Now, the interesting thing that you need to know about this kidney disease and disharmony is that they're two. So the one side is going to represent something that the other side is not, and vice versa. Because just like in the spiritual reality with our brain, the right and left brain hemisphere, the right side is the feminine principle, right? That's our God brain. The right side, this is hints in the biblical text why they talk about the marriage of the bride and the groom, right? The left is the logic, that's the man brain, that's a slower brain, so to speak, right? We have a right and a left. Somebody type right and left. Right and left brain hemisphere. So if we have a right and left brain hemisphere, we also have a right and left kidney. And so since we have a right and left, right is going to tell us something on our kidney. Left is going to tell us something on our kidney too. One moment. Let me turn this oven off, y'all. Cooking. One moment. I'm sorry. All right. Okay, sorry about that. So nonetheless, right and left. But it's different as it pertains to the kidney. Because see how the right brain will give you the feminine principle by itself? Well, when you have like the right kidney that's hurting you, it's because it needs it's telling you that there's a masculine wound, so to speak. All right? Because they're working together. So if the right side of the kidney is bothering you, it's because of a masculine wound. If the left side of the kidney is bothering you, it's because of a feminine wound. You got that? You got that? Because they're connected. Everything's connected. And I'm going to just throw this in. I ain't trying to be fearful. And this is often why when people get them kidney transplants and stuff, it rejects it, kind of like, because it was talking, it was communicating, they were intertwined with one another. But, all is mine. So then people could come out of it. But I just thought I'd throw that in. You got that? You got that? Just arriving? Oh, okay. Hey, I see you. All right. So what does that mean? Yeah, cooking up a spiritual lesson and dinner. A goddess. Oh, I like that. Thank you, babe. So what does that mean? Anybody know what that means? So if I'm going to write it down on the board. Right and left. So the right, that's really our right brain, which is supposed to be feminine principle, right? But the right kidney is going to be a masculine wound. So what does a masculine wound look like? Anybody know? Because that's going to be the reason why your right kidney hurt you. Anybody know what a masculine wound looks like? What it look like emotionally? Father. Okay. Somebody said father. Anybody else? Anybody else? Give me an emotion. What do you think? Father not there. Give me emotion. What kind of emotion you think a person have that father when father not there? Stability. Okay. DV. Okay. Yeah. You getting this? See how you learn it? Abandonment. Okay. So if you have that type of energy going on, that's why your right kidney bothering you. Right? And so that means there's going to be some control, because this is masculine. There's going to be some anger built up in you. This is the emotions, the anger, control, not being able to let go. You see how that correlates? All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is the right kidney, which has a masculine womb. And this person has control, anger issues, not being able to let go. And I would even go as far as taking on too much. Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back. Toting all them bags like that. That's why your right kidney hurt. You got that? You got that, right? Let's move over to the left side because I got to get out of here because I'm cooking. I've been cooking, y'all. Left. We on the left. Somebody type left. Left kidney. Somebody type left kidney in the comments. Y'all tapping that screen. I want my 30K. I'm teaching you about your health and wellness. I got 90K. Could you tap that screen and share that live? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Y'all learning? Y'all can't tap the screen and learn at the same time. I'll wait for it. Let's get up to 10K. We at 9.2. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Y'all learning too much over here. All right. Tap that screen and share it live. All right. I'll wait. What is that? 9.7? 9.7. We almost there. I'll wait. Let's get it up to 10. 9.8. 9.9. 9.9. All right, we at 10K. So now we're going to talk about the left side. So if the right side represented a masculine wound, we know the left side going to represent, the left kidney going to represent what? This is easy peasy. You should know this. It's going to represent that feminine wound. Feminine wound. The feminine. And so what does the emotional world of the feminine womb feels like? You know this. You know this already. Anybody? That's them overachievers. That's them overgivers. Mommy issues. Mommy issue, right? So that'll be overgiving. That'll be looking for love in all the wrong places. That'll be emotionally being depleted. Because you know them feminine people, they look, I'm a build your house and bake dinner for you and cook you, then do a pie for you. And then next week, I'll just take all your children and everything. You just have the babies and I'll raise them. Go ahead on, y'all. Go ahead on. You know the women that don't know nothing about the law of self-preservation. Yeah, they do everything. Yeah, them kind of women. That is an emotional depletion, and they wither away when they do stuff like that. When they say black don't crack, it do. When black doing all of that, it'll go crackety crack crack. It'll start looking like crack on 2 feet. And these same jokers that want to do everything for you because they out of balance in a feminine principle, they the same jokers having hard problem to receive love. So Jen said guilty. Jen said guilty. The scales are unbalanced. That's the left kidney. That's the left kidney. The scales are out of balance because of the feminine womb. So collectively, we spoke about where it's going to hurt. Shoulders, upper thigh area, your groin area, your lower back, in the arch of your feet. We talked about the emotional world as it pertains to the right and left kidney. Right, letting you know there's a masculine wound there. Left, letting you know that there's a feminine wound. I've already created courses like the physical, the spiritual reason why people are sick, and that's available on my website. The Woke is F Blood Type Connection course. That's available for the trauma, for the spiritual work that needs to be done, for the meal plans, the highly beneficial herbs, the 5 based upon your blood type only, powerful foods that they're like the must-haves based upon your blood type. That course, the Woke is F blood type connection course, there's power in your blood. That's going to give you everything you need to know about your masculine and or feminine womb based upon your blood type. But then there's one more precious thing that I want you to really see today before I end this live. It's a simple fact that every Sunday I meet with people teaching esoteric knowledge. And as I teach them esoteric knowledge in the inner circle, and I was creating these here titles, I was like, wait a minute. The root cause to this disease with the kidneys, we're addressing because we're uncovering the emotional imbalance that a lot of people in the physical reality have. In the inner circle, we talk about the suppression of anger and fear. That's the root cause of these kidney issues. We talk about feeling unsupported, the old grief and life not being fair, and how to look at life and play the game of life and no longer see it as a battle. No longer see it as if we're at war. That's why the scales be tilted. In the esoteric knowledge, we teach what your kidneys are trying to say to you, because they're not attacking you, really. They're really like guides, just like our inner being is a guide. Our inner being is a guide letting us know when we're out of alignment with ourselves. So the kidneys is a scale, and it's letting you know, hey, you out of alignment. Hey, I'm the kidney that's supposed to concentrate. And wait, hold up. I'm the kidney that's supposed to filter. Wait, hold up. It's out of balance because your emotional world, the things that you are thinking, the things that you are feeling, which is the cause, your emotional world is chaos, baby. You got to change the cause to get a new effect. You got to change the way you're thinking in order for them kidneys to be in balance again. Number 3, in the inner circle, we teach balancing of the masculine and feminine. And let me tell you, it puts you in survival mode when you're out of balance with your masculine and feminine principles as it pertains to the emotional world, because your kidneys are suffering. But not only that, one energy is always dominating with anybody that have kidney disease. Is that they're too masculine or too feminine. And life is about a healthy balance. Too masculine meaning no. I'm an overachiever. That masculine, feminine womb, I'm an overgiver. I'm an emotional depleted person. Let me stay depleted, please. Or too feminine, meaning I don't even know how to take care of myself. I put that on somebody else. And then I get angry and I lose control if they can't do it. Right? No matter which way you're going, if you're too much of anything, it's not good for you, because life is about a healthy balance. We're talking about the weighing of the scales. So in the inner circle, we also teach that. And finally, but not least, we teach how to receive, not just give. We get in groups and we speak our truth to be heard. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. If the heart is speaking through the mouth, there go that wound. You know, the one that ain't able to receive love because they don't even know how to activate the heart space. So all of this goes full circle. And so in the physical reality, you have sickness and disease that all started in your mom. Because you didn't want to forgive your ex-husband. You don't want to forgive that no good cheater. Because you just can't look at him no more. Okay, that. Because if somebody could mess with your vibration, hear me when I say this. This is good stuff. I teach you all things with energy, frequency, and vibration. If somebody can mess with your vibration, you got to see this. You got to see this, because I want this to stay. I want this to stay with you, and then I'm getting up out of here. I draw this all the time, and I teach you how all things are energy, frequency, and vibration, right? This is neutral. This is low, 0. This is over here to 100. That don't really mean nothing. I'm just letting you know which way the scale is going, right? This is going to be representing your lower self, and this is going to be your higher self on this here side of neutral and above. Okay, that's all I want you to see here. But what I really want you to know is this here represents vibration. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. No matter where you are with your frequency, all of these lines represent different frequencies, right? I teach you all things are energy, frequency, and vibration. So this vibration, understand, we be saying silly stuff like, he or she just know how to press my button. Aiken too, they know how to mess with my vibration. Well, if somebody can mess with your vibration, then that means if you was over here on your frequency, that means you gave that somebody permission to mess with your frequency and bring you going this way instead of this way to evolve. So if they mess with your vibration, that means they can mess with your frequency. And if they messing with your frequency, that means they can mess with your physical reality. Do you hear me? That's good stuff. I wish I would have known that in the beginning of my journey. I'm going to say that again. This, when I draw this, I'm drawing this, letting you know vibrations exist. This is a vibrational plane, and it has everything to do with you, your energy, in motion, your... That's all you are. If you are here energetically on this frequency and you let somebody in the physical reality mess with your vibration, now they have power to put you back and your frequency decreases. And so if your frequency decreases, it alters your physical reality. Which means over here, you could have had money, but on this frequency, your ass is broke. Over here, your kidneys was working fine. Over here, your kidneys are on dialysis. Bad lady, you gonna hurt your back. Toting all in bags like that. Give no one power or permission over your frequency, energy, or vibration. That's it. That's the answer. And that's the video. For those of you who are new to me, I am Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey in the areas of mind, body, and soul. Check out my website, hardlyheardpub.org. The Woke is That Blood Type Connection course will help you to the root cause of all kidney strains and disease based upon your blood type. The Spiritual Reason Why You're Sick will help you. And on Sundays, you can join the Esoteric lives that I do. That will tremendously help you. It's going to be the first blue button on my website. That's all that I have for y'all today. This was a requested video, and I'm hopeful for that person that they receive this video and they'll know now the tools, what they need to do in the physical reality, but most important, what they need to do with spiritual. We're really wrestling not against that flesh and blood, physical, but it's the principalities, the rulers of darkness that we're really dealing with. The frequency. That's what we're really fighting against. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. So y'all check out my website. And I'm about to go eat. This video was from my heart to yours. Oh, it's offering time. Cash App Goddess Just Be. For those of you who want to give to me, I ain't even praying. Look, that ain't not greedy. Ain't not greedy. Look, I ain't even praying. I'm smelling that food. For those of you who want to give to me my time, my energy, and emotion, Cash App Goddess Just Be. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Baha. Thank you. Cash App Goddess Just Be. And then we go pray. And then we go get about here. I'm being greedy, y'all, because the food smells so good. Thank you. I'll wait. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Bosh, I think that's how to pronounce it. And Robert, I appreciate you all. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. Cash App Goddess Just Be. God, source energy, infinite intelligence, thank you for this live. Thank you for every person on this live. Thank you for every person in the emotional world, handling the matters of their emotional world, their energy and motion, reminding them to open up to the idea of love, the feeling of love, reminding them that how they feel really, really matters, reminding them to let go and let God, source energy, reminding them that in all they're getting an understanding that even their kidneys, the cells, the atoms, the protons, the neutrons, the electrons, the particles, every part of them is speaking to them because everything is alive. Thank you for reminding them on this particular live, source energy. Thank you for making it plain that they need to let go and let God, that they should surrender, that we all have the innate ability to tap into source energy in our inner being. And it's based upon a feeling. It's based upon 4D. It's not this physical stuff. That they would truly heal themselves once they come as a child. And that means the ability to focus and use their human imagination and count it all joy. That the biblical text was teaching them. Finally, my brethren, whatsoever things that are lovely and pure and just, if there be any virtue in them, think on these things instead of those raggedy things that destroy your kidneys. Those raggedy things that's causing energy and motion to be chaos. Because they must show up. Thank you, source energy, for those that you will lead to the inner circle to learn more about their spiritual self and esoteric knowledge. Thank you for all those that gave, those that shared, those that liked, those that commented. Thank you for this live. Thank you for healing the disease of the kidney. Thank you for washing away the emotional world of chaos within every person underneath the sound of my voice. Thank you for helping, supporting, and guiding and allowing so that we can only give glory and honor to you, God. Thank you for filtering our energy and motion. And we count it all joy, the filter of life. Somebody type in the comments, life. The filter of life is your kidneys. Life, 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 life. In life, you're going to have to think about the things that are serving you to life, 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 life. Life is not a battle, baby. It is a game. Have fun. Life, life, life. If you're going to play the game of life, you need to play the game to win, not to lose. Life, 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 life. I wish above all things you prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prosper, so you could have an amazing life too. This video was from my heart to yours. Now I'm going to eat. Okay, bye. Okay, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for this powerful transmission surprise. Oh, hey, lovely. My husband's kidneys are bad. I thought it was the food. It's deeper than the food, babe. It's deeper than the food. The food is physical.